Fellas, it's Focus from the Focus of Love. And I did an amazing video the other day called The Kamasutra of Getting Your Man to Communicate. It was a hit, guys. I'm going to put that link at the bottom and I want you to watch it because I want you to take in what I shared so you can allow yourself to be open to really getting the respect and love you want when your female comes to you about talking about hot topics that she wants to talk about. But today is for you. Today is for you, for me to give you tools and strategies and tips of how to go to your female when you're upset or you want to have a conversation about a topic. And I want you to really create this scrumptious, juicy atmosphere so you guys can have a soul tie and really connect around the conversation and hopefully have a happy ending after that topic. I love love. I love sex. And I think you can have it in almost every emotion, whether you're angry sex. That's a whole nother video. So let's get started. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you don't miss not one video as you're getting the tools and building the muscle of how to communicate and get the love you want and have the life you love, right? And hit like, hit share. You absolutely want to share this with your boy who's always calling you saying she keep disrespecting me. So this way you can get them off your back a little bit and give them actual tools and strategies of what to do from a female, right? So I am definitely qualified to tell you how I need to be spoken to. Your female needs to be spoken to so you can get heard and really get the respect that you want in your household. So let's get started. Okay, so first, as you see, I'm in a negligee. I had one for the ladies, as I was sharing with them. You want to look good and supple. You want to look tantalizing to your man when you want to sit down and talk to him so he can remember why he loves you. He can remember why y'all together, right? And he can really open up his listening ear and he feels your feminine presence. Well, I want the same thing for you guys. Make sure she remembers why y'all are together. So you want to have fresh breath, clean shaven, make sure that beard is right. And I get it. We're social distancing right now, so you might not be able to get to the barber. So do your best. Make sure his oil is not looking all scruffy and dry, right? As well as your hair. And freshly showered, smelling good, maybe a little dab of your cologne she loves, right? Absolutely. And definitely, if you had those toes where you need a manicure, pedicure, whether you get one or not, go ahead and just put the socks on, right? Don't even stress her. Well, she got to look at them toes while you fussing. Put the socks on, fellas. Back up. Go back in the room. Put the socks on. I promise that's a big turn off for a lot of women. And the breath. Make sure that breath is fresh. Because there's nothing worse than a man complaining why his breath smell. You like... I promise you, you absolutely want to do that. Now, when you're approaching her to have a conversation, you smelling good, you looking good, you looking like she remembering why why she gave you her number and why you're actually in a relationship. She's like, "Ooh, that's my man." You want to ask her, "Listen, is this a good time to talk? I want to talk to you about a few things, or should we, schedule it for a better time?" Now, when you ask that question, it's actually a question, fellas. That means she gets to say yes or no. And you don't get to penalize her that she says no, right? Especially if she has something important, like a deadline for a paper for school or work. She's not even going to be there anyway. Most likely, she might sit down and talk to you, but she's going to quickly get irritated and frustrated because she knows she belongs somewhere else in that moment. So she can't even be with you solely. So you want to give her the gift of release and go, not a problem. Thursday it is. You want morning, afternoon, and evening. And what can I take off your plate to make sure that happens? Oh, be like, oh, he's serious. He really want to have this conversation and not be distracted. You can even volunteer and go, listen, I'm gonna make sure the kids are in the movie or watching a movie, and whoever don't come out gets 2 scoops of ice cream. Just so you know, I'm gonna let them know that because I really want to make sure we're fully engaged until we're done having a conversation. She's gonna feel so supported that you're taking control of that situation, right? And she's going to feel already honored before the conversation even happened, right? Your average, healthy, emotionally sound woman is going to hear that intention, right? She may also hear, fellas, that this is serious. Like, what did I do? What's happening? She might even get worried or concerned. So you would want to ease that worry. And you may even, she might say, well, what is the topic at least? Right? Now, here's how you enroll her to wait for the conversation and tell her, listen, you got a lot on your plate. I want to honor that. I'm going to tell you the topic, but what we're not going to do is pounce in and out of the conversation. We're going to either carve out the time right now to have it or we'll wait to then. So you get to say, But just know that that's how that's going to go. I love you enough to protect you and me so we can have a complete conversation. Agreed? She's going to say agreed, right? That's what we're going to speak into existence. So you can tell her the conversation. It's about this summer's vacation. Now that might cause a little upset because people have been in the house for a couple of weeks now with the coronas and the social distancing and quarantine. So that might cause a little upset, and you just want to speak to that. Listen, I know it may cause some upset, but we need to keep you on track to finish this paper, finish your schedule today, get done what you need to get done. We'll be able to talk about it. It ain't even happening right now. It's just something we want to properly prepare for. You know I'm the one that thinks ahead. So just sit that down, go back to your paper, and it's going to all work out. And you know I love you. Ah, oh my goodness. Now, if your female is a words of affirmation from the love language, the 5 love language that you want to take that quiz with her, then that will really soothe her. Knowing that you got her back, that it's all going to work out, right? And that it's not something she needs to be panicking over. It's just a vacation. So someone will, some ladies will go, whew, so glad that's all that was, right? So you just want to be mindful of that conversation and don't get pulled in to having a conversation right now just because of the topic and you know she's really not ready and willing and open, right? So you want to use your wisdom as her man to protect her well-being and her mental, right, in doing so. So the day has arrived. You clean shaven, you smelling good, your breath is on point, you got your socks on, you sit her down next to you on the couch. Now again, if she's a person of physical touch, you get to touch her leg, her thigh, her hand, rub her neck while you're talking to her. This makes her feel close to you, open to you, listening to your voice and what you have to say. So very wise. And also you want to have her sitting next to you because you're together. This is a decision you're making, a conversation you're making together, as opposed to opposite of one another. That's if you're playing checkers or chess, right? So that can get the competition mode kind of, the space and the positioning, and we don't want that. We want togetherness. So being able to sit next to each other, maybe even tilted a little bit facing one another, but yet you're on the same side because she's by your side, right? She's your rib, and that's what you want to project. Now, also, 2 of my hard and fast rules is no cursing at each other. And you may curse, but not at each other. It looks like this. Damn shit. And that's cursing. At each other is damn shit. That's at each other. And that will just cause both parties to rise up in defense or guilt or overwhelm, upset, attack. And we don't want those emotions amongst our loved ones that we really care about. And how do I know you're able to sustain that? Because you do on your job. When it comes to your paycheck, your well-being, and being able to take care of your family, you don't rise up like that with your boss. If you do, thefocusoflove.com. At the bottom is the link. You need to register for your 30-minute consultation so we can talk about your emotional intelligence. But 9 times out of 10, you don't, and I can appreciate that. I'm sure you know how to engage when there's upset without cursing and screaming. That is the second hard and fast rule. No screaming. If you feel like it's escalating to where you're yelling, you're losing emotional control, then that's the time to stop. I mean, a hard and fast stop and go. We need to pause and we're going to shift and we're going to talk about this another time. I need to go get myself together. So that's the moment you go in your man cave. You might even need to step in the hallway and call a friend and talk it out. Go in your prayer closet, write in your journal, whatever tools you already have set up for you to calm yourself down. That's a clue right there, guys. I'm asserting that you already know how to calm yourself down and you know how to pull yourself in. And if you don't, thefocusoflove.com. You can set up a time, 30 minutes. You and I can tease that out and really create a space for yourself where you can go inward when there's upset, right? And most men know how to do that. Some you're still learning and figuring out so that you don't come out even more angry or pissed off, if you will. So if it gets to the point where it's a curse word or some anger and yelling going on, stop. Hard, fast, stop. We're going to sit this down and pick it back up. Okay? Later on. That's part of the rules you already want to have in place in your relationship. See, listen, fellas, when you watching a football game or hockey game, they not creating the rules while the game is happening. There's already agreement. There's already understanding of how it's going to work and what the rules are. God bless Kobe Bryant read the referee rule book to make sure he understood the rules so he can play in and out of those rules to his benefit. So you want to set the rules when it's quiet, when she's laying on your chest, and you talk about when you guys get upset or when you talk, how you want that to flow. When all is well, is when you want to really draw the picture of how y'all can have a scrunchy, juicy love conversation even when upset is there, right? And you want to create that when there isn't any upset. So let's say you're talking, you're having a conversation, and I want you to know you're not going to always have a beautiful ending where you both agree. You might have to put it down and you're not cursing or screaming, but it's just not getting to the peak of a decision. And that's okay. You just let it sit. Listen, most companies, that happens. You got to let it sit. You got to let it marinate. Do some more research and get some more understanding. Clear your head. Get a third party opinion, right? This is all applicable. There's so many people that are running fantastic businesses, but when it comes to their significant other, they drop the ball and don't use those same tools and strategies. So I admonish you, fellas, use those same tools and strategies in love with your female. And the goal again is that happy ending. Two of them, where you actually agree to disagree, or you guys agree on a game plan of what to do next. And then the second one is that you do make love or have a deep, intimate moment where you just hold each other and you feel bonded and more connected. You feel accomplished because you were able to have a conversation with maybe two different points of views and then come and create a third, more powerful resolution to what you need to do to move forward. So we are talking scrumptious, juicy love and respect that you can get in this social distancing, these times of solitude and togetherness. You can create amazing soul ties with the slowing down of our country right now and take advantage of it to really fortify and build your relationship now while there's still food packed in the freezer and the fridge, while the bills are still paid and there's some money in. This is when you really want to create some camaraderie amongst yourselves and talk things through. Because we don't know how long this is going to go. And we may have to think out of the box when it comes to food and it comes to paying the bills and jobs. So right now is the time to really fortify your abilities to communicate, fall in love again, create respect and honor. This is Focus from the Focus of Love. Thank you for joining me. And let me know what topics you want to talk about. Comment down below. Hit like and share. And that notification button because I know another juicy video is coming out of this conversation. I look forward to reading every last one of your comments. Bye-bye.